Democrat Joe Cunningham surprised some people when he won South Carolina's first congressional district seat 2 years ago. Now the seat is being called a must-win for Republicans. News 3's Andrew Davis talked to the two frontrunners vying for the post. He is joining us live from the Lowcountry newsroom.
Well, 1981 was the last time Republicans didn't go into the first district election as an incumbent. Kathy Landing is now touting her 3 decades as a businesswoman, while Nancy Mace believes her criminal justice experience will help her be victorious in November.
I've raised over $1 million more than any of the Republican candidates. If you can't have the campaign apparatus to go against a Democrat incumbent who's well-funded, who has $2.6 million, and you can't raise any money, you're not going to have a shot at winning.
I do have a business background and a finance background, and I understand how to fix some of the most critical issues facing our country today, like deficit spending, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, that are not sustainable if they keep on the same path they're on right now. We need to save those programs for all Americans. We need to make sure our folks are sensitive to the issues and do not ever treat anybody differently than anybody else. There is no question that when something has been done wrong, people should be treated the same way regardless of their skin color.
I think that we need to allow people to protest. They need to have their voices heard. They need to be able to meet and speak with law enforcement in our community.
We need people genuinely saying, this is not going to be the way, as Americans, we can come together and we can solve these problems. So it's going to be communication, I believe, more than anything else.
And to have real statistics on arrests, on abuses, on criminals, all of that should be in one repository, in one database that's shared across the board. I think that's a great place to start.
I don't blurt. I think between tweeting and other things, our president's style of communication tends to be rather sudden a lot of times. You know, we need to have people that help message what's being said in a much more thoughtful way.
We as Republicans, it's incumbent upon us to reach across the aisle and to be a bridge to that unity. And I want to see more of that going forward.
Now, Chris Cox and Brad Moll are also battling it out in tomorrow's primary. If none of those get 50% of the vote, there'll be a runoff on June 23rd. And right now, many of the polls and the experts out there call this a neck-and-neck race between Landing and Mace. Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3, on your side.